Welcome to the Your Life Now show, where your life and your business matter. Your host is a certified executive coach and trainer with the passion to help make the difference in the world. Your Life Now show brings you powerful resources and effective tips to help you manage your life and your business at its best. And now, here's your host, Coach Ria.
Hello everyone, and welcome. You are listening to Your Life Now show, where your life and your business matter. I am your host and executive producer, Ria Wilkie, also known as Coach Ria, the CEO and founder of Your Life Now. Your Life Now, it's an executive coaching, training, marketing, and PR company. On this show, we try to cover a lot of different topics related to our everyday life and business. What's going on in our lives, what's going on at work, with our business, and how we can make things better and better. On this show, we invite best-selling authors, thought leaders to help us manage our life and our business at its best. My intention of hosting this show is to inspire positive change and transformation. It is up to you to use any of the information mentioned on this show, and you also agree to take full responsibility for your action. However, we are experts at what we do, and you are welcome to contact us directly at our show page at yourlifenow.info. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we will get right into our today's show. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Your Life Now radio show with Coach Ria will return in just a few moments.
Would you like to grow your business and advance professionally? We would love to be of service to you. We are experts in creating the right solutions for you and for your business. At Your Life Now, we know what it takes to succeed and to increase your bottom line and to grow professionally. So for more information, please contact us at yourlifenow.info. Again, that's yourlifenow.info. Welcome back, everyone. You are listening to Your Life Now show, where your life and your business matter. I am your host and executive producer, Ria Wilkie, also known as Coach Ria. Welcome and happy Thursday to everyone. Whatever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope things are going well for you. You are safe and well, and life's treating you well. Things have been challenging, but we are stronger in our challenge. Today's episode is an inspired episode, and I hope to be of service for you today and teach you a few things that can help you move forward in a better way. And in this episode, I will try to bring you awareness to your self-talk, to your way of thinking, and see how by changing your self-defeating thinking patterns, you can change everything. It all starts with simple question. Start with awareness. Ask the question, why? Why do I sabotage my life? Why do I have many excuses to what I do and how I think? Did you know that some of your defeating thinking pattern prevents you from living at your highest level of success, happiness, and your overall well-being? Did you know that most of your thinking patterns have been around since your childhood or even before? So is it possible to modify our thinking pattern? Or is it easier to create a new way of thinking? No matter what your answer is, you are right. But think about your mind, your way of thinking, like a computer, You've heard me say this many, many times on the show. Your computer, PC, Mac, your PC runs on app, software. So is your Mac, runs on app and software. If your apps and your programs on those computers are corrupted and your computer keep crashing, is not functioning at its highest level and giving you what you need to get your work done, do you change those programs or do you put new programs in? You delete the old one by placing a new one in and operate from a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things. Nothing works instantly. Just remember, most of your thinking patterns been around since your childhood or even before. You've been feeding into it and keep storing it in your subconscious mind, and you keep operating from that place where everything is redundant. In order to be a forward thinker, you have to question everything, even your own thinking. Is it serving you? Is it giving you what you want in your life, for your success? Are you happy? How is your health? Did you know all of this, all our thinking patterns affect every area in our lives? So do you think it's the time to change, to replace these thinking patterns by constructive, forward thinking new patterns? It takes practice. It takes practice. It takes practice and discipline. You can, and I know, not only from my learning and teaching, and from my certification in self-talk and NLP practicing, you can create a new neural pathway, a new way of thinking that brings you a better outcome. So what can we do with that? Where do we start? As I mentioned earlier, start by questioning everything. Do you accept yourself? Do you label yourself? If you do, what do you say to yourself? And does that define who you are? Think about that. Do you accept any ideas easily? Perhaps it's a good way to start refusing to accept the ideas that you have that been sabotaging you for a long time. It all starts with awareness. Sometimes it's as simple as practicing being mindful. How do you practice being mindful? You can ask a lot of questions. I have to tell you, this has been a practice of mine for many, many years now. And it works. It works. It works. When you practice mindfulness, you bring yourself to this present moment. You question everything. and you have the answer to everything. Start practicing mindfulness by staying centered through perhaps meditation, silencing your mind for a few moments, and asking simple questions like, what am I thinking about right now? How do I feel right now? Why do I feel this way? There are so many things around us right now, the chaos that is going on in the world around us. But when we tune in versus out, we realize the answer is not out there, is inward. Many of us experiencing feelings, anxiety, some people are depressed. Things are been not very easy for most of us. But when we realize our feeling, we recognize our feeling, they are powerful and have a mind of their own. Feelings, per many research, are thoughts that manifest in our body that affect how we feel. Most of us, or most of our feelings, are conditioned by what we thought once is true. Old beliefs that want to take over your life, and what you do is all determined by those old beliefs. Beliefs that narrows your perception and limit your choices. Knowing all that and still fall for it is a challenge. But when challenges arises, you need to be stronger than your challenges and your situations. And how do you do that? By replacing your old thinking patterns by more constructive, healthier thinking patterns. Some say ego is an important part of ourselves. But ego also represents a false self. It can tell you something about yourself that is not true. And if you believe your false self and you operate from that part of yourself, you are sabotaging your life, your success, your happiness, and your well-being. So how do you overcome that? Have a conversation with yourself. That's what self-talk is all about. Changing our self-talk. So when you're changing that dialogue and you bring your awareness to the old false self and challenging that false self by recognizing you are more than what you thought once is true. Many times on the show in the past we talk about writing down things, journaling, notebook, success book, whatever you want to label it or not label it. Just each day, try to spend a few minutes in your day writing down the questions that you have to your false self. Is this true? Is this true about me? Why do you think that about me? Have that conversation and write your questions down and write your answers down. Make a commitment to do this every single day. And notice your progress. Because let's face it, it's all work in progress. But progress happens when we take action. Mindful action. Here's something I do every single morning before I get out of bed. I practice self-hypnosis. You can do this for 5 minutes, where you close your eyes and you bring yourself inward. You're laying in bed, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you need to get your minds ready for the day. And count down. This is inspired by Jose Silva method that I've been practicing for many years, and it helps me tremendously. And let's say I count from 25 to 1 to bring myself down to a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. And then when I get to number 1, counting down, I start going through recited affirmations, things that I've learned over the years, that I had made them my own to be relevant to myself, which you can do yourself. So the power of affirmation, it is incredible. It has changed so many things in my life because I believe in them. Not just reading out words or reciting out words without thinking about the words that you are affirming. You can make your affirmation reflect the energy you wish to utilize and fulfill in your life. When we think, this is where many people question these things, and not from a place of forward thinking, from a place of all habitual thinking. Affirmation don't work, and also complain about everything and everyone and not taking responsibilities in our own life. It's a major issue. So when we live and believe that we are living in a helpful world, supportive universe, where good things still exist, regardless what the outside world tell us. Whatever you need is still here. The universe still support us. Support your desires when you align yourself with the universal source of all. So what I suggest is to stop complaining and don't explain. And avoid using words that contradict your forward thinking. Complaining and explaining, it feeds the old thinking patterns that you are weaker than your situation and your challenges. And when we are weaker, we can defeat or overcome these challenges. They are nothing but excuses. One of my favorite, actually I've learned this from Dr. Wayne Dyer about Lao Tzu. He puts it this way. He said, the Tao gives rise to all forms, yet it has no forms of its own. Stop striving after admiration. Place your esteem on the Tao. Live in accord with it. Share with others the teaching that lead to it, and you will be immersed in the blessing that flow from it. Lao Tzu. If you're not familiar with the Tao teaching, which is spelled as T-A-O, look it up. Look up Lao Tzu, and you can learn a lot of things. It really starts with an open mind. We must have an open mind to be able to perceive things differently, to see things from different angles, to change our thinking patterns to something constructive. And as Dr. Wayne Dyer said in Excuses Begun, never underestimate your power to change yourself. Never overestimate your power to change others. And the key word in this quotation is power. Lao Tzu again says, if you correct your mind, the rest of your life will fall into place. So what does that mean? Change your mind. Change how you live. And the outcome in your life. Abraham Lincoln once said, I quote, I should try to correct errors when shown to be errors, and I shall adapt new views so fast as they shall appear to be true views. Period. Is it true? Question everything. Is it true? You've heard this before many times. The truth shall set you free. So will you be open to the truth? Do you want to know the truth? Every time you complain about something or explain something, ask yourself first, is it true? As with anything in life, there is a cause and effect. And in order for us to learn how to be better in our life, personally, professionally, we need to understand our excuses. We need to understand the causes of those excuses. Where are they coming from? I mentioned our old belief patterns. Some of us don't understand what that means, but we can simplify it by just asking ourselves, why do I think like that? Why do I feel that way? Why? What is causing me to think this way? What causing my action, my choices to be the way they are? Are you willing to take total responsibility for the choices that you make, for your action? If you are not, you cannot succeed. You cannot feel better because you're not taking responsibility. Accepting total responsibility, regardless of what is going on around you. And as I mentioned previously, everything takes practice. According to Dr. Wayne Dyer in Excuses Be Gone, a single footstep will not make a path on the earth. So a single thought will not make a single pathway in the mind. To make a deep physical path, we walk again and again. To make a deep mental path, we must think over and over the kind of thought we wish to dominate our life. And in my self-talk training, I bring these things to the field where your mind, if I take you on a trip to a place that you've never been before in your mind, and you walk the first time in that park, you don't recognize anything. You don't know where you are. There is no pathway. You're just walking. But as you repeat that walk over and over again, you create a new pathway. And that's your own pathway. So take it one step at a time and repeat those steps over and over. And recognize the things around you. See, what do you see? Is it greener? Is it brighter? Is it lit? The more you walk that pathway, the more familiar you are with that pathway. So I encourage you to practice repetition. I've done this in my own life in so many different ways, learning new languages, learning how to go through school, my undergrad and my grad school, through repetition, listening to my courses over and over again. Listening language, again, same thing, listening over and over to words, and put them in a place where they are relevant so I remember what they mean. And I still practice the same methods today. And it helps me learn new things, better things, create new pathways every single day. So make it your intention to learn something new. And if you like what you learn and you question what you are learning and it's feeding the life that you desire, personally and professionally, practice it every single day till it becomes your way of life. What is now proved was once only imagined. William Blake. So what would your life look like with a new thinking patterns, with no excuses, with taking responsibility, with learning the truth, the real truth. What would it look like if you question your false self, your ego? Let me know what you think. What if you can create a new thinking pattern that brings you to the place where you want to be? Would you want it? Now ask yourself this question. Do I need a reason to change? Just know, eliminating an old way of thinking cannot happen if you cannot have a sensible reason why you need a better way of thinking. So we know the basics of creating goals in our lives. I mean, this is 101, goals creation or changing things. They have to make sense to you. They have to be doable, attainable, right? But how would they be attainable? Anything is attainable. Anything is possible. But you, or however, you must want that to be doable, because you can make it doable. And how you feel is very important. So when you're creating a new thinking pattern, it must feel good. Otherwise, why would you create a new thinking pattern that does not make you feel good? It must be aligned with your true essence, with you, with your right, true self, who you are on a deeper level. As long as your shallow, worldly ambitions exist, the door will not open. Lao Tzu. So what does that mean? Shallow is the surface. You got to look beneath the surface, deep within you, and doors will open. Happy creation, all the excuses to be left where it need to be, behind you. Happy creation, happy living, happy success is all within your reach. And if you'd like to learn more on how you can create a new pathway, how to change your self-talk, how to stop those sabotaging beliefs that have been around you for a long time, I love to hear from you. Contact me at yourlifenow.info. Again, at yourlifenow.info. Much love to all. And one more thing, it takes collaboration and mutual agreement to make the impossible possible. So go ahead and celebrate who you are and make the impossible possible. And always position yourself and your business for success. Be present. Look for insights. Take action. Take small steps. Evaluate what you are doing. And remember where you are so you know where you are heading. Stay amazing. Much love to all.